Hi guys, I'm Aussie, and welcome to episode 40 of the World Tour at Shanghai Shenxin, and we have not missed anything since last episode, and today it's the second leg of our Champions League Semi-Final against FC Seoul. We won 2-0 at their home ground, which puts us in a really good position, obviously. Funnily enough, they are favourites for this game. And after this, we're going to play Guangzhou Evergrande. You can see they're in the other semi-final here. We're playing them in the league. It's a must-win game if we're going to go and win the league this year. Because it's out of our hands, and we must win games and hope that Beijing, the other semi-finalists, that they slip up. So let's have a look at the team that we're sending out to face FC Seoul today. And it is a calculated risk that I'm taking here. You'll see that Berendegai, that Humam, and that Vinicius are all a booking away from a suspension. Given that we're 2-0 up, and well, especially in Humam and Vinicius' case, they're attacking players, I'm not going to risk them getting a booking and missing the first leg of the final. Granted, they could get a booking in the first leg of the final, miss the second leg, but we'll deal with that if and when it happens. So I'm taking a calculated risk, fielding a slightly weakened team, perhaps, but one that I think is quite solid defensively. Berendegai is the one, isn't it? But I'm sure Lee Haolong can do a decent job for us. You can see he's a decent defensive player. So this is the team we're sending out. It's Jinan in goal. It's Wellington, Ruse, and Rabao as a back three. Haolong and Chen Min, they provide the width. Feng, Li Shen will get forward as an attacking Mazzella to try and support the front two, with Zhang Hong in midfield as well. And then Yaquin and Chao Yan, they got the job done in the first leg. Why can't they do it this leg? And of course, the other benefit to not playing those three in this game is that they'll be fresh then for Evergrande, because that's coming up this is Wednesday, I think it is, maybe a Tuesday. I think it's a Wednesday, and then we have a Saturday or Sunday game coming up against Evergrande as well. So yeah, that has a sort of a double benefit there. I think the first leg means nothing now. Go out there, make sure we win this. Look at that for a team talk. Aussie villain, get in, son. Alright, and here we go at home. Look at that, it's almost a full house again. The crowds this year, I did have a quick look. When we first took over, they averaged about, I think it was about 5,000, and now we're averaging about 12,000. So we've more than doubled the attendance, or average attendance, in the time that we've been here. So that's really good. Oh, good win from Chen Min there. Yeah, now, I understand that it is a slight risk that we're taking, but we just need to be solid defensively in this game. We want to score. We don't necessarily have to score. It is just about being solid defensively. And Humam doesn't make tackles anyway. Vinicius is the one, isn't it? Because he's good at sort of defending set pieces as well. But yeah, we'll see how we go. We do have him on the bench if we need to call upon them, of course. Come on, boys, let's get this away. This isn't a great start. Oh, good, what a save! What a save from the keeper. Let's give it a get creative. Just try and relax the boys. Take their mind off defending. We can still hold the ball, guys. We can attack. It's fine. Now, when the bookie said that they were favourites, I don't know if that means they're favourites for this game or for the tie. Either way, I think it's harsh. But, yeah, it's a little bit annoying, isn't it, really? Oh, come on, boys. This is making me a little bit nervous. They have, if in too many highlights, Le Chen's done really well there, though. Let's, sensible passing. I like this. Wellington. What's he going to do? He's going to have to get rid of it eventually. He goes over the top for Yaquin. Can he go himself? Yaquin! Oh, decent save from their keeper. That's more like it, though, boys. From the corner, we get the big centre-backs up from the back. Chen Min to knock it in. Goes into the mixer. Wellington headed away. Yuri Ruse. I'm not sure where Yuri Ruse... I know he's on the edge area, because usually, if we don't play three at the back, that would be the midfielder. So that's why he's out there. To be honest, I'm not going to change it. I can't be bothered because we don't play three at the back that often. Wellington's having a good game, which is good to see. The longer this game goes without highlights, the better it is for us. Without goals, I should say. We've had highlights, obviously. Here's another corner. Chen Min knocks it in. Back post. Wellington's there! Just over the bar from Antonio Wellington. Oh, a goal just makes it a little bit more comfortable. The goal for them makes it very nervy. Get that away, please. That's okay. We're going to give this a demand more here in a second. Le Chen knocks in another set piece. Oh, it's off the post. It's bouncing around and Fan can't get it in. It's a free kick. Is it offside or is it a foul? Fang was offside. We'll wait till half time here. Match ratings aren't good enough. Actual match stats themselves aren't bad. They've just had more highlights right now. I'm going to say... What am I going to say? I'm not happy. I'm not happy. Yeah, I think I like that. I'm not angry. I'm just not particularly happy with how things are going. We haven't been the better team so far. That said, we've had a couple of chances where we could have potentially taken the lead. And we're 45 minutes away from the final here, guys. We're 45 minutes away. We just need to not concede 2 goals. Which, of course, is easier said than done. To demand more didn't particularly work. Time's ticking by. Time's ticking by. I think you'll agree with me that a boring 0-0 in this game is absolutely fine. Let's give it maybe a show some passion. Just something to try and get them fired up here. But the body language, as long as they're looking composed, I guess, it's fine. Defensively, we're playing well. Wellington's having an absolute belting game. Is there anything we want to change here? I don't necessarily think there is. I'm not even going to say anything. We're looking calm. We're looking motivated. That's fine. Chow Yan knocks it in. Fang! Oh, it's a cracking header and it's off the bar. It was such a nice lofted header back towards where it had come from, and it just couldn't quite get the job done. But speaking of getting, how are we not winning this game? Speaking of getting, oh no, away, it's there. Li Shan knocks it down. Can we go on the counter-attack here? Yaquin, we've only got one man back. Yaquin, oh, he stopped running. It's okay though, it's still there for us. Chow Yan, is this the moment we book our space in the final? Chow Yan, back post, it's got to be Chen Min! Was there anybody else we would want to score the goal? Then Gang Chen Min, captain of the day I would assume, since he's vice captain of the club, and who may have not playing, 6th goal this year as a left attacking wing back. It was a cracking counter-attacking goal, wasn't it? We had so many men forward, we broke quickly, and crossed to the back post. It's a nice ball, and a Chen Min, it was an awkward one, wasn't it? It was bouncing sort of knee-high, just above, maybe even thigh-high, and he powered it past a slightly clueless-looking goalkeeper. And my friends, that is the final booked. What's happening here? It is the end of the game. It's the end of the game highlight. We're 3-0 up. We've got the job done away from, at home. Well, we got the job done away from home, really, didn't we? But we've won it at home. We're into the final, boys. Now it's going to be Beijing in the final. That is going. Can we win it? Let me know what you think in the comments. That is going. I'm pleased with that. I am actually pleased with that. It was just a really good, solid defensive performance. We got the goal at the end and the counter-attack. And job done. As I said, Beijing in the final. Now, let me know what you think in the comments. Can we go and win this thing? Now, of course, if we do win it, there's the World Club Championship, isn't there? Which will be sort of before we technically leave, before our contract's up. So, I don't want to sign for a pre-contract with another club just yet, because if we do happen to go and win this, then I want to make sure that we're there to play in this World Club Championship. Now, I thought it was a 2-leg final. Let's just check. That would suggest it's just a 1-game final. No, it is a 2-leg final. So that's how the season could end. We'll know if we've won the league at that point, and it'll be a double header. That'll be what? Wednesday. Wednesday will be the Champions League final, but that's not to worry about right now, guys. Wait right there. We'll be back for Evergrande in the league. Okay, welcome back. Now, before we get to the Evergrande game, I thought we'd have a quick look at the job market, because chances are, as I've said, our contract's up at the end of the year, so we're leaving. And I don't know what could happen that would make us stay. So it looks like we are leaving. Now, jobs are available now. They're not going to be available when we come to leave. So I think even very insecure jobs are unlikely to be available. To be honest, even looking down there, there's nothing there that particularly interests me. And we don't really want to do an international job, I don't think. Excuse me. Certainly not at this point of the world tour anyway. So if we go below that to insecure, given that we're about 2 months away from leaving, these are the ones that could be available. Now there's 3 here. Argentine clubs, Cologne or Colon. I'm not quite sure. We'd have to learn how to say it, wouldn't we, if we're going to go there. Estudiantes and Lanús. All 3 of those are very, very interesting. All 3 of them would appear to be in and around the relegation zone, though. So that's maybe we'd have to be a little bit careful of that if we were to take one of them over. MLS clubs, Houston Dynamo, New York City FC. I don't know if we want to go to MLS. You guys let me know what you think your preferences would be here. Brazil. Now, what annoys me about Brazil is that I didn't realize that the name updates or the name fix wouldn't work on a game that's already loaded. So I wish I hadn't I wish I'd fixed the names, obviously, and then started the world tour. So the problem I have with going into Brazil, it's just an aesthetic thing in that we won't know who we're playing. It'll just be all the 3-letter abbreviations, which is really annoying and frustrating. And it sort of turns me off Brazil, if I'm honest. But the rest of it there's not really anything. I mean, we're not doing Malaysia, Indonesia, obviously. I don't really want to go to a second division team in in South America, unless it's like a fallen giant, maybe. But even then, I feel like we're good enough now that we should be able to just go straight in and into the top flight and have a decent team. So the clubs here, now I think there's weird relegation rules in Argentina, so it goes on average points, or it used to. I don't know if it's changed or not. So I think, personally, this is what I'm thinking. I think we've got 3 good options there in Argentina, which are very appealing, I think. And then we've got 2 decent MLS options. I don't know if we want to go to MLS first, or if we want to sort of do South America and then head off to Europe. I don't know how keen you guys are to get to Europe. So yeah, that's kind of what I'm thinking. Let me know what you think, what your preference would be. But I think there's 3 good options there from Argentina. And then MLS clubs, they're all much different muchness, to be honest. They all have a salary cap. It's not like you have bigger teams and smaller teams. So yeah, let me know what you think anyway, what you guys are thinking. So let's have a look at the game we have here against Evergrande. You can see we are the favourites. We are second in the league. We're 4 points behind Beijing. And now Beijing is playing Shenzhen. Now they're away from home, which maybe helps a little bit. But Shenzhen are not a good team. I think we've beaten them quite handsomely. But if we look at Beijing's remaining fixtures between now and the end of the year, that's not that great. It did come up, it says like the title race thing, and it'll come up, and I just remember thinking, oh, this is not in our favour. So after Shenzhen, they have Changchun, who are 9th, and Jiangsu, who are 5th. Now, then that's at home. So 2 away games against lesser teams, and then the toughest game is at home. Yeah, plus they're currently, if we look at the Reserves League, they're currently 4 points ahead of us in that as well. All these things, they aren't helping us. We essentially need to win out. You'll see there, 4 points ahead of us, and they have a better goal difference as well in that. And I'm assuming that goes off. It doesn't revert back to the under-19s league. I'm hoping anyway. So yeah, this is the team we're sending out. It's just the league is now a long shot, I think. As I said, we need to win out and hope that they drop points. But it's Jinan in goal. It's Ruse and Rabao as a back 2. Federico down the right, Chen Min down the left. Feng, Yi, and Sen Hong in midfield. Humam in behind Yaquin and Vinicius. Let's go there. We can just win our games. That's all we can do. I mean, even if we were to come second, that's still the best that we've done at the club, and it will be the best ever season for the club, because our 3rd last year was their best ever. So yeah, that's all we can do. We can just win our games and kind of see where that takes us. What do we say here? It's just got to be enjoy the game. That's the closest to no pressure we have. Some calm, we have faith. And apparently it's hailing again outside. Alright, so let's kick this mofo off and see what we can do. I'm going to keep a really quick eye on, because I had 2 sort of attacking wingers, whether we need to look to go and man mark them or not. I prefer to obviously not to have Chen Min and Federico with man marking roles so that they're sort of freed up because they are our width. But if that's their main threat, then we'll need to sort of make that sacrifice. Here's a decent chance here. We've got some time and space in midfield. Feng pings one out for Chen Min. Can he get across in? Vinicius would have been at the back post waiting. I've gone with Yaquin just ahead of... Oh, this looks bad. This looks really bad. This is really, really bad. Go on, Rabao. Get back, son. I've gone with Yaquin just ahead of Chao Yan because he has that sort of understanding with Humam and Vinicius. We'll give it a show some passion. It was looking decent. A blocked cross, and we just never recovered, did we? Caught up field. Keeper's guessed near post instead of waiting for the shot. Looks like he's anticipated incorrectly there. So that's not ideal, is it? Hebe's taken the lead. That'll probably drop us down, and now Federico's injured. Well, this is about as bad as the first 12 minutes could have gone. Hopefully that Federico injury isn't too bad. We got through to the final anyway, so it's not as though we rested him, didn't get through, and then he doesn't play the final anyway. Come on, Chen Min. Go on, Chen Min. It's a nice little jink inside. He's there for Feng. Come on, Feng. We've got space out there for Li Hong! Who needs Federico? That's an absolute stunner. From how long? What a goal. How long? It was about 30 yards, I think. What a shot. It wasn't that far. It was maybe 20, 25. But Feng did really well. So much space out there. It's about 20 yards. Looks a bit flappy from the goalkeeper, but that is absolutely stunning. Demands more, boys. More of that. Straight back in the game. He'd barely been on the field. He'd been on the field about 30 seconds when he did that. Another attacking throw. How long into Vinicius? Go on, Vinicius. Can he put his foot through? Oh, I thought that was going in. Come on, boys. Come on. This has been a really good response to going behind. And let's face it, they scored off a counter-attack. It's not as though... Here's Lee Hong again! Lee Hong, he's got a double! He's got a double. We don't even need Federico. It doesn't even... What an impact. He's been on the field 5 minutes as a right wing-back and he scored twice. Absolutely incredible. Let's give them some praise for that. That was really good. And good first touch. The goalkeeping needs to have some questions asked about it, doesn't it? But that's not our concern. Do we have any sort of diagnosis here? Potential lower leg injury. It could be a broken leg. It could be a bruised shin. It could be anything. So I'm not going to speculate. Come on, boys. Do we say get creative? Let's keep going. Let's keep going here. We've turned that around absolutely magnificently. Beijing is 2-0 up. So that doesn't look good for us, does it? That doesn't look good. Come on, boys. Get this away. Oh, not good defending from the set piece. Yeah, I mean, the sad thing is that if Beijing goes and wins, and this is all for naught, really, isn't it? Decent ball into the back post. Yuri Ruse can't quite get his head on it, though. I did fix up so that we shouldn't have Yuri Ruse out. What a tackle that is from Chen Min. Chen Min is just an absolute god. Yeah, so we shouldn't have Yuri Ruse at the edge of the area. It should be a midfielder. I just kind of fixed up what positions I moved around. So that should all be fine moving forward. Here's Chen Min, another blocked cross. Is it going to cost us again? We've got back really well that time, though. Humam, can he spray a pass? He can. It's Lee Hong on a hat-trick, let's not forget. Or how long, I should say. Back post. It's Chen Min! It's back for you, Quinn. Turn, shoot, mate. Oh, it's still there. How long? Shoot! How long? Hat-trick for the right back! In a half a football, he's got a hat-trick. Unbelievable. How long has got a hat-trick? I was absolutely devastated. I thought he was going to turn and shoot. They've all gone to him. They've left the right back with too much space. And have you ever seen a right fullback / wingback get a hat-trick before? That is absolutely incredible. Maybe we are destined to win this thing. All we need now is the Shenzhen hat-trick. 3 goals from them in a half of football and we'll be set. I cannot believe what's just happened. I really, really cannot. I mean, we haven't been that good. We haven't been that much better than them. I mean, what do we say to this? I'm pleased. Or is it don't get complacent? It's going to be an assertive don't get complacent, I think. You've been absolutely superb. How long? Don't even listen to anything I'm saying to the rest of these amateurs. You are an absolute hero. And we will say well done to Yu Quinn. Two assists. Let's not overlook that either. But I think those goals are all about how long and just apparently his amazing ability to score from anywhere. Alright. We've just got to kind of see this out now, don't we? We'll give them some praise. Haven't been fantastic. I mean, how long is kind of masking the fact that we haven't been... Oh, there's 1 goal back for Shenzhen. Is the comeback on? Go on, Shenzhen. Or Shenzhen. We're Shenzhen, aren't we? Oh, 3-1. There goes. Hope dashed. Hope dashed just as quickly as it was there. A little bit more praise. Do we have anything we want to change on the bench? We have Zhao Peng we could bring on. He's kind of an attacking option, but Zhang Hong is looking a little bit tired there, so we might make that change. That's fine. And then we'll keep a sub up our sleeves just in case we need it later on. But an absolutely stunning first half response to going behind may just have done the job here for us. Rebel is back there, sweeps up nicely. Beijing 4-1 up, so that's done. So coming into tomorrow's episode, the final 2 games of this league season, and Beijing basically need to lose both of them. Excuse me, unless there's some sort of miraculous turnaround in the reserves league. And we're playing obviously this. Oh, what a save that is! Yi Quinn certainly hit that. Guangzhou Evergrande, their reserves are currently 2nd in the league, so we have to beat them, and then just kind of hope as well. It's not looking good, guys, but it's a long story short here, isn't it? It's not looking good for the league, but we can only win our games! Oh, Yuri Ruse, what an effort that was. Unlucky. Their keeper's actually, he had 2 sort of flappy things at the first 2 goals, but he's made a couple of good saves since then, hasn't he? Just about redeemed himself. Yeah, I mean, this has been... I'm still a little bit in shock, to be honest. I can't believe how long... can't even remember his name. Oh, that's a miss, isn't it? I keep calling him Lee Hong or something. I don't know what I'm calling him. I'm excited, guys. Let me have that. Yeah. Can we do it? We'll find out tomorrow. The good news is we don't have to wait too long to find out. We don't have any more midweek games between now and the end of the year, even including the Champions League, because that's going to take place at the end of the league season. I'm very happy with that. So we can pretty much go full strength now till the last 2 league games and then into the Champions League. So there we have it. Nothing really changes at the top. All 3 of us have won. So Beijing are 4 points ahead of us, and we're a point ahead of Hebe. Yeah, and that's probably how this Federico injury. 5 to 6 months. That is disappointing. Yeah, no player. We're here to support you. Come back fighting. That's all we ask. Well, it's a good thing How Long's in form, because we're going to need him. He is now first choice right back between now and the end of the year. And we could have to go back to Z Howe, or whatever his name is, that we had to play end of last year if everything goes a little bit wrong. I'll praise How Long for his efforts in front of goal. He was an attacking genius, wasn't he? He was essentially, what's his name, Denny Alves back there. But guys, that is it for today. If you have enjoyed that, and I don't know how you couldn't, because we made a Champions League final, and How Long has just treated us to an absolute show in terms of scoring from right back. But yeah, make sure you hit thumbs up if you have enjoyed that. If you're new to the channel, welcome. Please do subscribe and ring the bell so you see when I upload new episodes. And as I've said a few times now, we'll be back tomorrow to wrap up the league season. Yitang, who are 16th away from home, and then Tanjian Yili, who are 14th. We have good fixtures. We can win out. We should win out those last 2 games. It's just a matter of whether Beijing is going to choke or not. And then, of course, Wednesday, as I've said as well, it's all about the Champions League, a 2-legged final, and that is going to be amazing. I'm looking forward to that already. It's going to be tough, though. Let's not kid ourselves, and we don't have Federico now either. But guys, until tomorrow, I've been Aussie, thank you so much for watching. Take care.